A warm welcome to our exciting geography class. Hello students, this is Sister Flavia Fernandez, a trainee teacher from Arihant College of Education. Today, I am extremely happy and delighted to conduct this video lesson for you. I am also grateful to St. Joseph High School, Gorpuri for giving me this opportunity to conduct this lesson in your school. Dear students, please observe this video carefully. So dear students, what did you observe in this video? I am sure by watching this video, you enjoyed a wonderful tour across India. You must have felt like climbing the Sahyadri mountains. You felt the freezing temperatures of the gigantic Himalayan mountains. You experienced the heat of the Thar desert of Rajasthan. You met the lovely creatures of the Western Ghats and enjoyed the cool breeze of the coastal regions. Today, we shall study more about the Indian climatic conditions and the average annual temperature and rainfall in the continuation of our geography lesson, that is climate. The objective of this lesson. Dear students, in this lesson we shall focus on two things. First, India's annual average temperature and rainfall graph. Second, detailed explanation of India's climate. Before we study about India's annual average temperature and rainfall, we shall first look at the location of India. If you look at this world globe, you can see half part of India is located in the tropical region. The Tropic of Cancer passes from Gujarat and the equator passes from here a little below from India. The areas or the states situated in this region experience greater heat. Why? Because the rays of the sun are direct towards the equator. But if you go a little further above the Tropic of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn, these places experiences lesser heat because the rays of the sun are slanted towards these regions. Now we shall see the climatic conditions of India during the summer season. India lies in the northern hemisphere. It is above the equator. So when the northern hemisphere experiences summer, the land masses heat up. At the same time, in the southern hemisphere, they enjoy cold temperatures. So when the temperature is hot, the wind too gets heated up. When the air heats up, it rises up and creates the vacuum. This is just the opposite in the cold regions. The wind above the water bodies in the cold regions create pressure as it has greater strength. So in the hot regions, it creates low pressure, and in the cold regions, it creates high pressure. And the air from the high pressure moves towards the low pressure. As we know that after summer in India, immediately we have monsoon season. So the winds from the cold regions move towards India from the southwest direction. So this is the climatic conditions of India during summer. And when the winds from the high pressure reach India, India starts its monsoon season. Now, during the winter season in the northern hemisphere, the temperature is cold. And in the southern hemisphere, in the Indian Ocean, the temperature is hot. And it creates low pressure over here. As a result, the winds from India move towards the Indian Ocean in the southern hemisphere. The winds from here, which came from the Indian Ocean, now they retreat back again towards the southern hemisphere. So this cycle continues, and because of this, our monsoon season is from June till September. So India's climate is monsoon type of climate. Because of monsoon, India experiences summer and winter seasons. Now look at this diagram. These are Himalayan mountains. This is the Indian region and this belongs to the Tibetan region. In this region, the height of the Himalayas is greater, and this side the height decreases, becomes lesser. So the winds which are carrying the clouds, when they have to rise higher, their moisture holding capacity decreases, and so all the rain comes down over here. So this part of the Himalayan region receives good amount of rainfall, adequate rainfall. When these clouds have to cross over, their moisture holding capacity increases, and so this region do not receive much of the rainfall. This region is called as rain shadow region. The Himalayan mountains obstruct the winds going towards Tibet, and they cannot cross because of the height of the Himalayan mountains, and all the monsoon is trapped in India. And India receives adequate rainfall. Secondly, in the region of Tibet, it receives cold winds, and these winds move towards the south of India. So these Himalayas mountains again act as barriers. It blocks the wind entering into India. If these winds had to enter into India, then UP and Bihar would have received cold climate. So because of the Himalayas, India receives good monsoon and also saves India from receiving cold winds. So Himalayas are of great importance to India. It controls the climate of India. Now, let us look at this map of India, which shows you the progress monsoon in India. As I told you earlier, because of the low pressure created during the summer season, the winds move towards the high pressure area in the southern hemisphere towards the Indian Ocean. And when the low pressure is created in the Indian Ocean in the southern hemisphere, the winds start to move towards India in the southwest direction. Now, these winds first enter into the coast of Kerala on the 1st of June. June 5th into the coast of Karnataka. June 10th into the coast of Mumbai. June 15th into the coast of Gujarat. On the 1st of June, northeast of India also receives rainfall. Now, when the winds travel towards Rajasthan, the Aravalis cause obstruction, and so they move straight and do not enter into Rajasthan. So this area receives less rainfall. Even the winds which are entering on the 15th of July do not give much of the rainfall. So this area is the desert region. These winds which are traveling towards the Himalayas cause obstruction, and so all the rainfall comes down over here. These winds do not cross over. Let us now study the graphs given in figure 4.5 and answer the following questions. The first question: what difference do you find in the rainy season of Chennai and other cities of India? Why? Now look at these lines. The blue line indicates minimum temperature. The pink line indicates the maximum temperature. These four graphs indicates the rainfall in the four major cities of India. Let us now look at Delhi. In Delhi, it starts raining from June, continues till September. Kolkata starts in May, continues till October. Mumbai starts in June, continues till October. Chennai, it starts in May, June, July. There is slight pause in August. Again, it continues from September, October, November, December. Now we are asked to find out the reason behind this. Let us now look at this map. The southwest monsoon winds travel this side towards the coast of Kerala, Chennai, Karnataka, Mumbai. And when they go upward, they take a U-turn and they become as northeast monsoon winds. When the southwest winds move towards this side, Chennai is getting the rainfall. And when they take a U-turn again, Chennai is getting rainfall. So the other cities, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, they receive rainfall only from the south-west monsoon winds. But Chennai is getting rainfall from the south-west monsoon winds as well as from the northeast monsoon winds. That's why the monsoon season is longer in Chennai. Next question. What similarity do you see in the temperature curves of Delhi and Kolkata? Now look at Delhi and Kolkata. If you see, the temperature curves in both the cities is constantly rising from January till June. January till June. And the curves are decreasing from August till December. August till December. So these are the similarities between Delhi and Kolkata. Next question. Calculate the average range of minimum and maximum temperatures of all the four cities. Move on to Delhi. The minimum temperature of Delhi is 6 degrees. Maximum is 41 degrees. So 6 degrees to 41 degrees is the average temperature range of Delhi. Now Kolkata. The minimum temperature is 9 degrees. Maximum is 37 degrees. So 9 degrees to 37 degrees is the average range of temperature of Kolkata. Mumbai. The minimum temperature is 17 degrees. Maximum is 34 degrees. So 17 degrees to 34 degrees is the average temperature range of Mumbai. Chennai. The minimum temperature is 21 degrees. Maximum is 39 degrees. So 21 degrees to 39 degrees is the average temperature range of Delhi. Question. In which city is the range minimum? What can you infer from this? It means, what is your conclusion? Infer means conclusion. If you look at Delhi, Kolkata and Mumbai, you see a lot of variations in the temperatures. But in Chennai, the variations are very low as compared to the other three cities. So we can say that Chennai has equable climate. Next question. In which city is the range maximum? What can you infer from this about its climate? What is your conclusion about its climate? Look at Delhi. There is a vast difference in temperatures. Minimum is 6 degrees. Maximum is 41 degrees. Throughout the year, this is the climate temperature. So, it is in Delhi we find the maximum temperature range because the climate is very extreme in Delhi. Either it is very low or very high. So Delhi has extreme climate. The last three questions. The first one. Based on the temperature and rainfall of Mumbai, comment upon its climate. Look at Mumbai. It has a great range of variations. So the climate is hot and humid, and also because Mumbai is near the coast, and so the humidity is more, and it rains heavily in the month of July. It nearly receives 800 millimeters of rainfall in the month of July. Next one. In which month does India experience the highest rainfall? We can see over here in all the cities except in Chennai. In Delhi from June till August. June till August. June till August. So we can conclude by saying that in the months of June till August, it rains heavily in India. The last question. classify the cities as cities with equable and extreme climates. In Mumbai and Chennai, the variations are less throughout the year, so we can say that they have equable climate. But if you look at Delhi and Kolkata, there is a vast range of variations in temperatures throughout the year. So Delhi and Kolkata have extreme climates. Students, we shall now focus on the geographical explanation on the climatic conditions of India. India's climate is monsoon type. That means India basically get lots of rain. The sun rays are perpendicular up to the Tropic of Cancer, which passes through the middle of the country. You can look over here. The rays of the sun are perpendicular, straight. And therefore the heat is more. As a result, average temperatures are higher throughout the country. Also, temperatures increase towards the south here. Here towards the south, they experience greater heat. In winters, the temperatures drop to 40 degrees Celsius in Jammu and Kashmir and parts of mountainous regions of Himalayas. The diversity in climatic conditions of India is due to the latitudinal location, that is, the distance in degrees north or south of the equator, and altitude of the place, the height of any place. The Indian Ocean and the Himalayan ranges exert a great influence on the climate of India and the origin of monsoons. Over here, the Indian Ocean and the Himalayas exert a great influence on the climate and the origin of the monsoons in India. Let us proceed further. The very cold winds blowing from the north are obstructed by the Himalayas. So the cold winds blowing from Nepal, they are obstructed by the Himalayan ranges. Similarly, the southwest monsoons retreat from the Shivalik and Himachal ranges of the Himalayas. So the southwest winds coming from the side and going up over here, they too are obstructed by the Himalayan ranges. Then, because of the high temperatures in summers, low pressures are developed in Punjab over here and the Thar desert of Rajasthan. This attracts winds blows from the high pressure region over here in the Indian Ocean, which start blowing towards the mainland of India. These moisture laden winds bring rainfall to most parts of the Indian regions. Because of the obstruction caused by the eastern and the western Ghats, it rains more in the coastal areas. The rainfall reduces in the leeward side of the hills. These winds blow parallel to the Aravalis over here. As a result, rainfall in low parts of Gujarat and Rajasthan. Let us continue. Later, these winds move towards the Himalayas. From here, they move towards the Himalayas. Their moisture carrying capacity increases. Orographic type of rainfall occurs because of the natural obstruction of the Himalayas. These winds return from the Himalayan ranges and their retreating journey starts. While blowing from the northeast towards the Indian Ocean over here, these winds bring rainfall again to some parts of the peninsula. This is the retreating monsoon season in India. In general, the climate of India is hot throughout the year. Let us continue. As the Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of India, over here, India is considered to be in the tropical region. India faces natural disasters like erratic rainfall, droughts, cyclones, floods, etc. frequently. So we see there are 4 seasons as per the Indian Meteorological Department. First is the hot weather season. Second, the season of rainfall, monsoon season. Third, the season of retreating monsoon. And lastly, the cold weather season. Dear students, we have learned today about the climatic variations of India in today's lesson. But if you look at the current climatic status of India, you will be shocked to know that the climate is changing drastically. We are facing floods, cyclones, forest fires, and landslides due to global warming, rise in pollution, cutting of trees, and exploitation of natural resources. India is our land, our mother. If we do not own up the responsibility towards its protection, we will soon lose all her resources and we will face various pandemics like coronavirus in the future. Let us keep our motherland green, healthy and beautiful. You and me can do it together because our efforts will surely bear fruits. Let us build a good relationship with our motherland. Raise our voices towards deforestation, pollutions, etc. Let us preserve and conserve her creatures, species and resources for the future generations and keep loving our Mother Earth with all our hearts and minds. It's testing time, dear students. Down below, I have given you the link of the Google form. Please go to this link and do the exercises given in this link and submit the link at your earliest. Thank you very much for your cooperation. We cannot miss the homework, and the homework for this lesson is, with the help of the internet, obtain information regarding annual average temperatures of the continental location of India and explain with the help of a graph. Thank you very much, dear students. I truly appreciate your patience and your listening ear. Hope you had a wonderful time learning about India's annual average temperature and rainfall in our geography lesson, that is climate.